Hey everyone, this is Roger D. Star here, and this is my friend RainbowDashFan, and we're doing audio commentary on the Heartwarming Eve review.
Hello everyone, I am RainbowDashFan. I am also known as Abyss271 on my YouTube channel.
Yeah. We're doing this audio commentary on a video that actually we've worked on, that I've actually worked on and was planning to work on for a while. I started giving at first a script. I was actually planning this around 2 years, well, during when the episode came out, and passed the script to Crash Jack. There was going to be like more people part of this, but some of them couldn't make it. But I managed to get some here, that being you, Rainbow Dash fan, and my friend Ratchet Jack.
Was there any ideas that you thought about, like adding to the script that you ended up not doing for one reason or another?
It all depended on like what at first when you like when you came in. Like I think I remember telling you that originally I was gonna invite some of the Bronomaniacs over. For example, I think his name is Vanillium Pie and Sharpwit. I was gonna invite those two to be part of like the video, and I actually had a planned out script for it. But
who really cares?
then halfway through, when it was almost about to recording time, they called in saying that sorry, we can't do it. We had plans that day, so we can't make it and stuff. So I kind of had to rewrite like part of the script, and I had to kind of rush it at the same time. But I tried to keep at least a steady point that it would make sense in the review.
Trying to help change their mind. B, a depressing backstory. Or C, solving the problem by telling them a Christmas classic.
That's a sound effect from Final Fantasy.
Twilight then begins to tell the story of a heartwarming tale.
I'm not the biggest Final Fantasy person myself. I played a little bit of 10 and a little bit of 10. And that game was interesting, the little that I played, but other than that, I'm not the biggest Final Fantasy fan. I tried playing 7, put it in my own, say, 20, 25 hours in it, I just couldn't get into it.
Now, Cratchit, in
Oh,
many
I see.
adaptations, is a hard worker who is given
Are
less
you
pay
like
than he
the?
deserves,
I mean, have you
respects
tried
his
any of
boss
the turn-based
despite
Final
being
Fantasy
mistreated.
games, like the very old ones?
Though obviously they gave this
No.
to someone who would
No,
be
no, I
perfect
haven't.
for this kind.
I'm
and
guessing you're
I
not a
want
fan
to
of
try.
those.
I want to try Final Fantasy VI one day. I've heard amazing things, and I would probably like that one the most.
A lot of people say that the easiest one is actually Final Fantasy IV.
I've heard some great things about that one as well.
Really, really, Dash was the pony for this part.
So what are your thoughts on the songs on this episode?
I mean, okay, like when I first started this review, and even when I originally thought about the episode, clearly it's just. I guess because I didn't like the adaptation. That's just like the way that they did A Christmas Carol. I understand that a lot of fans really love this Christmas special and even consider it their favorite out of all of the specials. But to me, this just didn't fit with the adaptation.
Being a straight up jerk.
Especially,
Gosh, we are only a few minutes in this story.
especially Rainbow Dash as Bob Cratchit. I just felt like someone else, like maybe Sunburst or maybe Fluttershy, doing that role better than Rainbow Dash, because I felt like they fit the part. That's like one thing.
Amazing singing voice.
I can see where you're coming from. I mean, for me, I personally love this episode. I love like all the songs in it. It's probably in my top 10 favorite MLP episodes of all time that I could just watch through all of it and feel like no time has passed at all.
So the ghost takes Snowflake to her past in Philly. Now, in the
Yeah, I've seen
original
a
story,
lot
we
of
see that
people
Scrooge's
like
life
this.
wasn't as bad as when he was
And
young.
but
Sure,
like I
he had
said, it just
studied a
didn't
lot
felt
at his
like it
young
was a
age and was
I'm not
never
saying it
near
has
his
to be like
family, even
incredibly
on
faithful.
holidays.
I've seen
It
Christmas
wasn't until
Carol
his father had a
adaptations do
change of
something
heart,
different,
letting young
but
Scrooge spend
like
time
for
with his
example, like
family
the
on the
Robert
holidays.
Zemeckis
He would
one from
also meet
Disney,
his
like
first
that one in
love, which
particular is
sadly wasn't
actually
meant to
very
be after he
faithful,
was left with his
but at the
family's
same
fortune.
time there was a
This led
uniqueness
him to
because it was
become the
Jim
greedy
Carrey
man
playing
he is in the
Scrooge and
present.
stuff.
Now, there have been a few
And the Disney
adaptations
one is
of
also
this
really
part
good
that
too.
try
That's actually
something
one of
new,
my
but
favorites.
usually are shorter versions of the
How
same
many
paths.
versions of the Christmas carols have you seen prior to watching this?
I've seen,
Applejack
I
sings
think,
an upbeat
almost
song
every
while
single
Snowflake thinks
one,
of her
including the
amazing
most
childhood,
famous
how she
one.
had
Like, it's a
many
very
friends and
black
loved the
old version,
holidays
like from
and
Black and White. It was called Scrooge, but it's also called The Christmas Carol. Like
oh wait,
that.
there's
That
more.
one
You
a
see,
lot of
Snowflake
people
didn't
love
become
because
bad
that's
because of her
actually
own
considered
actions.
one of the
It's because
most
the diet
well-known
version of
ones,
Snipes said the friends
besides
were
the
being
Mickey Mouse
dumb and
one
everything more
and
important than
the
the
Jim
stupid
Carrey one and
holidays.
even the Muppets
Now, at
one.
first, I didn't really like this, and it seems like a cliche that you've seen way too often. On the other hand, I guess it kind of works for a
Also,
family show,
just
though I
asking.
do wish
So,
this was taken in a
knowing
better
that
direction.
this is
Then
knowing that
Applejack sings
the
what
show
is
just
supposed
recently
to be a
ended,
sad scene,
how
but
did you
here's
feel
the
about the
problem.
ending of the
The music
series?
is way too upbeat and loud.
I personally loved the ending of the series, and time will only tell, what they're gonna do from here. But it felt like, the final episode was a setup for the next generation. Like they've already put, like I don't want to spoil. I don't want to spoil anything for those that have, for the viewers that haven't seen the finale. But it feels like they set it up pieces to start the next generation whenever that comes. I don't know if that's the direction, but it feels like that is the direction that was kind of like heading towards, at least in my opinion.
Yeah, yeah, but we still have to also deal with Pony Life and
Oh
even before.
God.
Yeah, like,
Yeah.
gosh, damn it.
I am trying very hard to be optimistic about My Little Pony Life. I'm trying very hard, but it's not easy. This is screaming, we're going the Teen Titans Go route, and I don't want it to go that route at all.
We might even go into like a whole Sonic redesign count because did you hear that they possibly put the video like that in like that trailer video in a private or like removed? It looks like
Go on.
Pinkie Pie
isn't it
ghost
like
of
that
Christmas present.
it feels
no,
like
I
they
don't mean
just
the
saw
time
fans
between
react
past
to it
and
and I'm just
future,
like,
but
okay guys, you
actual
know what,
presents.
forget this,
So we
like
get
let's just make
another
something
upbeat
else, or
song,
just
honestly, a little
possibly they're
variety
planning
from
on
this.
redesigning
Now,
the
I didn't
characters
have
so
any
it's less
problems with
insulting
this
or
song
something.
until now. It's not that I
I
hate it,
wish
nor
I
does it
wish I
have
can
anything to
say
do with
that,
Shannon
but
Chan
at the
can
same
sing.
time,
Oh
at
no,
least,
she's
and
amazing.
I could be dead wrong on this,
Lyrics
but
are
I
the
think I've
problem.
heard that the
Some
trailer that
parts
was like
don't
labeled
make
private
any
and everything
sense.
was just
Don't
pretty
believe
much a
me?
toy
Listen to
line.
this. The
That
presents
toy
always
line
fill with
trailer thing
presents,
that we
large,
saw
medium, and
earlier,
small.
before we
Sometimes the
knew
most
about
important
the
things
trailer
aren't
that
very
became
big at
private
all.
and everything.
The presents always fill
Yeah,
with presents. So come on,
yeah,
open your
that
eyes,
makes a
spend
whole
time with
lot more
ponies
sense.
just like you,
But it's
and watch your
just, I
spirits
don't know,
rise.
I'm just kind of fearing on it. And knowing that the
Yeah.
original writers are like gone now and they've gone to other projects, I'm not even sure if like that whole next generation thing is going to be planned out.
Well, writers come and go in MLP. We've seen, throughout nine
So
seasons,
after the
we've seen like
present ghost sings her
writers from
song, we
season
get the
1 and
best
2,
scene
like
in the
Lauren Bow.
episode.
She stopped writing episodes, I believe, after season 2 and everything. So writers, I'm not too concerned about because writers come and go. And some of them new come in, and they can bring us some amazing episodes. So I'm
Actually,
not
the
concerned
commentaries
about
coming from
the
Twilight, Spike,
writers
and Starlight
necessarily.
are the
I'm just
only
concerned about
highlights
the
of this
direction that the
episode.
series is going in general. I am scared that it's going to be dumbed down in story, in characters, dumbed down in the actual episodes, dumbed down in stories and episodes and the songs. I just got a feeling it's going to be really
So
dumbed
Snowflake
down
watches
compared to
Snow
Friendship
Dash's
is
party
Magic. And I
as
don't
we
want
see
it to
that she is a
go
little
that
down.
direction after
Now,
seeing
in
how
the
amazing
original
Friendship is
story, this
Magic
is the
turns
part where
at
we're
the end of the
supposed to
day.
feel bad
But at
for
the same
both
time,
sides.
I know
In
that
the
it's a
perspective of the
spin-off.
people in the
So
party,
this is
they
not
make
it's not
fun of
it's not
Scrooge
like
for
this is
being
going to
mean
be
and
the next
greedy.
generation.
That
This is
is,
just basically
everyone except
something to
Cratchit,
give
who
people,
not only
something to
defends him,
watch
but
as
asks
they are working
everyone
on
in the
the
party for a
2021
toast of
movie
hope.
and the
for the
next
best.
generation
But that's
of
not all.
MLP.
Scrooge
Not to
takes
mention
an
they're also
interest in
working on the
Cratchit's
comics
son,
on the
Tiny
side, so they
Tim.
got like a
He
lot on
finds
their
out
plate
that
as it
Tim is
is.
ill,
So I think
so he
Pony
asks
Life
the
in
spirit
general
if
is
he
just
will
something
live.
to
He
just
says,
slap
and I
in,
quote,
just
"These
for fans
shadows
to
remain
watch,
unaltered
some
by
new
the future.
content,
The
which
child
normally I
will
don't
die."
mind. I
We see in his
love,
eyes that
new
Scrooge doesn't
content
want
in
that,
general.
finally
Even if it's
seeing
just
the
the Equestria
errors
Girls
of his
shorts,
ways. So,
I
how
don't
did this
mind them at
episode handle
all.
this part?
But it
Here,
feels like with
Snowdash
Pony Life,
complains
it's
about
just
how
going in a
Snowflake
bad.
wants people to work
I'm
hard and help in the
feeling that
benefit
it's
of the
going in a
Equestria.
bad direction that
Everyone responds with
I'm not
boos
gonna
and
like.
laughs. I'm
I'm
not
not,
kidding.
abandoning the
That
ship
is
or anything the
all
way
we
a lot of
get.
people are.
Tiny
I'm
Tim is
trying
not
hard
even
to stay
mentioned. Heck, I
optimistic,
don't even
but
think
it's not
he's
very
part
easy
of this story.
considering,
The
how
whole
it
point
looks
of
and
this part is so
everything.
we can feel bad for both
Yep.
sides and know
And
each
that's what we're gonna
perspective
have
of
to
what
deal
will
with
occur
at this
later.
point.
I am already near my boiling point, and I don't want to
Do you have
explode
a
with
favorite
anger
song
today.
from this episode?
Oh, definitely. I think my favorite one is definitely the Applejack one, and I definitely like Luna's song in this as well.
Nice. That's one of my favorites as well.
Yeah.
My personal favorite is the Pinky song. Did you? I actually like enjoy that song a lot to where I watch like foreign actually listen to international versions of the song. Like I listen to the Italian version of the song, which is pretty good, at least in my opinion.
Oh
Although
yeah,
they,
people keep
although
mentioning the whole like different intros of the show,
So,
like the
after the
Japanese
ghost of Hearth's
intro and
warming
the
present
German
leaves,
intro of the
we see
show.
Snowflake witnessing
Like
what
a
would
lot
happen
of
if she
people
doesn't
say it's
change her
better than the
ways.
actual
It's
intro of the
here
American
that
show,
Princess
and yeah,
Luna plays the
sometimes that
ghost of
happens.
Christmas yet to come.
Other
The way
countries can
she
try to like
appears,
have
her
fun with
singing
what they
voice
can do just
building
to
up of
promote
what
that
will
series.
happen, it's probably one
yeah,
of the best
the Japanese opening
interpretations
of
of this
MLP,
character.
I thought it was
That is,
decent.
except for
Like it was
one
okay, it was trying to
problem
be
here. She
anime-esque,
tells
which I
Snowflake that if
love
she
anime. I've been
releases the
watching
spell
anime
and
for over
doesn't change her
15
ways,
years and everything, but it felt
everyone
like
will
it didn't
die.
feel like a natural
Yeah,
fit.
that's
Like
kind of
I
a heavy
appreciate them trying and
decision.
everything, and the song
Scrooge here
itself
is
wasn't
supposed to
bad.
feel
It
fear
just
about
felt a
the
little
death of Tiny Tim, the
off-putting,
destruction
trying
of
to add
Cratchit
like
and
an
his family,
anime-like
and
song
dying
to a
alone with
series like this
nobody
that
missing him.
it just feels
Now,
too
this is where
off,
the
in
message of
my
the story
opinion.
kicks in.
For
Scrooge
me, the
learns
best
about greed and
opening
the
version
consequences
of
that will
Friendship is
follow
Magic
if
is
he
the
continues down
Italian
this path.
opening.
It's
That
there that life
opening
gives
is
him another chance,
amazing, and in
and
my
he
opinion,
becomes a
much
better
better
person.
than the
Now,
American
how
version
does this
or any
episode
other
go?
versions out
Mostly
there.
the same, except
I
Snowflake goes to
think
the
I
party and
agree.
hands
In
out
my opinion,
gifts.
yeah, I agree. What?
What?
The dragon. She get.
Really? Weird
That's another thing I
gifts.
don't like about this.
Where's the heart's warming ending?
Like
You
they
tried to
ended
play
in
this
such
up
an
for
awkward
laughs?
way, like her
This is
giving like
dumb.
these weird
Anyways,
gifts
the
instead of like
episode
the
ends with
presents like
Starlight
she's
deciding to
supposed to
spend
give and stuff.
heartswarming with her friend.
And but
Then
oh,
we
no
see
worry, they fix it
one
all up with
final song.
the ending Christmas song.
At least to me personally, I didn't have a problem with it because it's like the ending of the story was supposed to be that hey,
Even
she
if you're
learned her
not a fan
lesson,
of the
she
story,
came to the
this
party, she's
episode
trying to
is still
better
really
herself and
bad.
everything. So it's
It's
like
not
to
only one of
me,
the worst
I didn't have
MLP
personally didn't
episodes,
have a
it's
problem
one of the worst holiday specials
with
I've
how the
seen.
story ended
What are kids
because
supposed to learn
there's
from this?
not a whole lot you could
That
have
if
done.
you're
It's like
mean and don't spend time with
everything
your
that you could
family and
have done,
friends,
to tell the
everyone will
story, was
die?
already done.
What
It's like,
kind of
what
drugs were
could
the
you have done
writers
to
on?
better
One season
off
prior,
wrap
we
this
had
episode?
Hearthbreakers. While it had a
Well,
simple story, it
like I
didn't have a
said,
big lesson
I
respecting
think
others'
I
way of celebrating
mentioned
the
once
holidays.
in the
Heck,
review, I
all the way
think,
back in season 2,
that
we
I
had a
wanted
heartwarming
something
Eve.
similar to like
I
the
cared
original,
about
but
that episode
except
as
like
well,
try
but
to
at
have a
least it
uniqueness to
shows
it.
an
Like,
interesting
why
version
not?
of the
Like,
holiday
how
and
she was
delivered
trying
a
to
good
bring that
message about getting
spell
along.
on
Well,
how to
I'm
like,
done.
make
This is
all
the
of them,
last time
not
I'll
love the
ever see
holidays.
a
Like,
heartwarming
what if
tale. In
what
fact,
if
I might
Luna
even
made
get
her
to talk about
witness
the
that
positives
and
because
realize
this
the error of
episode
her
doesn't
ways?
deserve
Because
it.
by this time she's already on the third ghost, and realizing the errors and making her realize even more would probably keep her going. And like the way she would actually bring gifts or things that they actually need at the party and stuff, instead of the whole like these kind of presents that she couldn't think of, like she was in a rush. Because even yeah.
To be fair, her character isn't exactly used to doing gifts and everything. So doing gifts in general is probably new to her, so it's like she was in a rush. She's new to gifts, giving out gifts to people, so it's like this was out of her element. So that's why her gift of what she gave to Snow Dash was off, because she wasn't exactly comfortable with it. Not to mention that she was in a rush.
Okay.
I mean, to me personally, it made sense. To me personally,
effort being put into the flashback,
all right.
like how the town looked, how all the characters dressed, and some of the effects, like how the two ponies were dancing during Luna's song.
Now,
it's just
now on that one, I didn't know that I messed up when I said that. I didn't know that I messed up.
Yeah,
it wasn't until the review came out that I actually noticed the error, and I actually went to you and said, "Hey, why didn't you tell me that I said this wrong? I would have, easily would have fixed it."
I should have agreed in a sense. Like, it's just because I was in a rush to just trying to get this out, and like it just didn't like couldn't. I just couldn't like try to like fix it. In the end, it was starting to like, because I was trying to release this during the Christmas deadline, and I understand that's kind of a little run well. I understand that some people do release their Christmas episodes like on like later that month sometimes, but then there are times where most of the time they try to prepare for it, and maybe I should have prepared this like in November and then release it then. It was just a very long editing process, and I guess maybe I just forgot. Yeah, like I said, I apologize again for what happened that time.
It's alright. It's alright. I thought I did a good job on this video, but now that I'm watching this, like when the review first came in and everything, and I saw how I did, I thought it was awkward on my end. Like, I thought when I recorded the reactions, when I recorded the lines, I thought I did a good job. But it's like when I watch it now, when I'm like looking back and watching it now, it's a little off-putting for me. Now, and one other question: why was it quiet here? Because you actually told me that I don't know why you cut this out, but there was a point that in the end, like, you wanted me to say some dialogues, like in a Card Against Equestria style. So it's like I gave out some dialogue, but you didn't even use it. So did you just scrap that altogether, even though you asked me to come up with something? What was that all about?
I think what happened was, like, when I was writing down the ending, like I said, the original, like I said, the script was like done twice. So when I wrote down the original ending, and I did technically write your lines, but what happened was that it involved completely different people doing those lines. So when I asked you about it, and you were going to question about the lines, I was trying to like write that down with sharp wit and venomous in mind. But then after I had to rewrite the script, I kind of had to cut a lot of your lines, and because, like I said, you were supposed to be talking with them, and we were going to be talking about Cards Against Equestria and stuff, but then I had to cut it short. Plus I kind of added like that scene from like a Nostalgia Critic episode, just because, like I said, this was considerably my last video on my original channel.
Gotcha.
Yeah, and yeah. So that's the commentary. I'll see you all later.
Stay awesome.